of this from the TV show?
I think I saw it on a Blu-ray disc, bonus stuff.
Just because of the nature of the monsters, we try to keep it as bright and colorful and friendly as possible.
I'm going to teach you how to turn into a bat, like me. See?
Cool.
Now you try.
I'm a bat. I'm a bat. I'm a bat. I'm a bat. I'm a bat.
Once we realized Jonathan and Mavis are going to have a son, we realized, well, how's he going to look like? You know, it's got to be a combo of the both of them.
Nice. Yeah, cute kid.
Basically, we decided that his head and his features will be more Mavis, and then his hair is going to be all Johnny, and then some.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, kid, we get it. You can talk.
Hey, kids, it's me, Keiki!
Keiki is Dennis's favorite monster. He's like a puppet on a TV show.
We tried to actually make Keiki as real as possible. So you could see the matted fur, like those things that come to your birthday party.
Seriously, guys, if I'm late for the book fair, I'll miss the street fair.
The same thing with the puppets. We actually built extra fabric and stuff so the puppets would actually feel like they're real, like they're not cartoony. They follow real principles.
Slow down, was a lump of bum.
All right, there's my vamp son.
Vlad is very old school, you know. Vlad like lives in a cave.
We definitely wanted him to have the same sensibility as Dracula's design, because it is his father, but we just wanted to make him old and crusty and cranky.
I think the animation is brilliant, really. It's fabulous.
Oh, now that is a neat costume.
These two smell funny.
For him, the rule was he could never move fast. So everything is much more elegant and articulated.
First, you've got to possess something the late Fanga finds sweet and innocent. Then you show them what's what, and pop! It'll scare the fangs right out.
He looks creaky, you know, like his whole character looks like he would creak.
They didn't have to elongate my nose quite so much. It's there, you know. It's at a hotel? Fancy schmancy.
Hotels are for humans!
Bela is Vlad's henchman.
Well, well, well. The little human and his pet!
The design is really cool because this is the only character that we tried actually to give him a muscle system, because they're kind of really muscular and skinny.
This is wrong! Why doesn't anybody get that?
You'll notice sometimes in the movie when they move, the muscles kind of relax, like almost kind of realistic. But it works really well for this cartoony style, and it's one of the really big new technology things that we did for the movie.
You're just a weak little boy!
They're just really fun, exciting characters.
It was a thing called a sing, and I wanted to sing and listen to the ballads of the man named Sting. Lady looks in your eyes and it's suddenly spring, like when Nala looked at Simba in The Lion King.
The end of Hotel Transylvania found us with Dracula kind of being accepted by humans and him accepting humans, and Jonathan and Mavis kind of falling in love. And now we pick up the second movie, Hotel Transylvania 2, about 7 years later, and now Johnny and Mavis are getting married. Of course, what comes naturally after marriage is they have a child, and his name is Dennis. So we designed Dennis to be the best of Jonathan and Mavis. So he's got Johnny's kind of crazy red hair, and we designed the face to be a little bit more like Mavis. He has her kind of big eyes, and that's kind of how his look came together, and he's also wearing Johnny's clothes.
And he's this cute little boy, and we see him from birth, but the majority of the movie we see him around age 4, just about age 5. And that's where the bulk of the drawings, when we were designing Dennis, we focused on. The first thing, when we got the first batch of drawings from Craig Kelman, our character designer, that stood out clearly was this giant mop of curly red hair. He was obviously going and building off of Johnny's hair, which was already kind of crazy, and he took the crazy to 11.
Yeah, so initially, Dennis had a lot of hair, and it was very much out in front of his face.
and it would have put a lot of shadow across his face and make it hard for anybody to hold him close. So those moments where you really want to have a hug or him be close carried on by Drac, you wouldn't be able to do it. So we had to find a way to kind of keep the spirit of that, but bring the hair down into a size where people could actually get close to him and he could actually not have a shadow running across his face all the time.
A monster always shares.
Casting a kid's voice is always challenging. We auditioned, probably almost 100 different kids, and this one kid's voice really rang true. And it's this kid, Asher Blinkoff. He had a very sweet texture to his voice, and at the same time was also very specific.
Mom and Dad! I can't believe you're all here!
Designing the mom and the dad and the whole family, we definitely wanted to have the influence of Johnny somewhere in there. So the mother's, Linda's design was had a lot of the same cheek structure as Johnny has, and facial structure. We just kind of squashed it and rounded it off a little bit more. And the dad, basically, we kind of fattened him up, and we made the dad more like almost like an ex-jock. Usually get fatter, but you still have a strong build. That's kind of where we started. And the mom and dad were both challenging because at the same time we were designing them, we were trying to find their true characters and who they are. And the dad used to be a little bit more aggressive, and then we backed down off of that a little bit. The personality kind of guides you and defines how the visuals are going to look. The mom, we started like definitely a replica of Johnny first. So she was short, giant nose, crazy hair, really fun and cartoony. And then as we discovered the story more and more, we realized, okay, well, they're going to be opposite of Johnny. He was kind of the black sheep. So the brothers and the sister and the mom and the dad are all going to be totally kind of, white bread, middle class, very seemingly normal.
Johnny's mom and dad, Linda and Mike, are played by Megan Mullally and Nick Offerman, who I just found out are husband and wife in real life, which is super cool. Mike is a very dry, straightforward kind of guy. Linda says exactly what is on her mind. So if you know both of those voice talents, they're the perfect match for those characters.
Mike was afraid he'd get disemboweled and eaten, but I told him he was just being silly.
That was you, Linda.
Through the movie, we started throwing out hints of this character named Vlad.
You know who could fix the kid in a snap? Vlad.
And then later we find out that it's actually Drac's father. We realize that he is super, super old school. He's like the epitome of what a vampire is. He's crusty and old, and he hates humans, and he lives in the cave.
So we wanted to make sure that Vlad's age fit his age. And visually, we really overly wrinkled him, put a lot of age spots on him, white wispy hair. Vlad's a little shabbier. There's cobwebs that hang off of his shoulders, and there's dust on his cape, and his general appearance is a little more disheveled than Drax is.
The centuries that he's been alive, gravity has taken effect a little bit, so his nose droops, his chin is long and droopy, everything is a little bit more sunken, and at the same time, he has this great mass. For casting Vlad, we came up with Mel Brooks. He came in, and he was like a ball of energy, and he delivered the lines really funny, and he was great, and he brought this really great comedic feel to Vlad. And at the same time, we designed him to be, big and, really powerful looking, and this old face with all these veins and details. And it was a great match for Mel's kind of crusty voice.
I repeat, let me see those fangs.
Like initially, we showed him the drawings, and he liked it. But then, we got a call saying that he wants to make sure it's not too scary because he doesn't want to scare his grandkids. So and I knew, like, he just saw one drawing, but all the vocal performance is funny, so we knew we were going to go farther than that one drawing. So the cronies are Vlad's kind of henchmen, and they are like these weird man-bat type creatures that live in the cave with him. And the main one, Bella, he's the main kind of crony, and he's like almost the angrier, even meaner side of Vlad, and he hates humans.
I smell humans! Tear it down!
I was kind of scared initially when I saw the designs for them because, the first painting that we did, he was kind of like looking back, and he's very scary looking. And I was like, wow, I don't know if we can make this funny. But then as, I had Steven DeStefano, who designed him, do a pass and just go, okay, just draw a bunch of expressions that are more cartoony and silly, And he did, and then I realized, okay, we're in a good place because they are going to be treated silly. and Rob Riggle did the voice, and basically it was as over the top as we can get him to be. And it was the same type of idea, like they actually, the cronies looked really scary, and so we wanted to make sure that the acting and the expressions and the vocal performance was so over the top that it's just funny, So he's always yelling, and it's really funny, and and we pushed the animation of the face to really be comedic, so everything is always pushed towards the comedy.
Holy baby!
Hi everybody, my name is Robin Harlan and I'm a Foley artist here at Sony Pictures Animation.
So true, Marty.
We're here today at Foley Stage B making sound effects for Hotel Transylvania 2. You know all those scary, squishy, bloopy sounds that you hear in motion pictures? Like the sound of Frank's boots, or the flapping of Drax's cape, or the sound of wolf pups scurrying across the floor, or the sound of Blobby just being Blobby.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
When we're making sound effects, we use a number of props. Anything that you can see, you can make a sound with. And I'm gonna teach you how to do that.
All right.
All right, you monsters, let's get down to it. One of the sound effects that we use throughout Hotel Transylvania 2 are the capes. Drax zips into frame and he zips out of frame. Then he also flutters, so we also use it in a different way.
Again!
Oh dear, oh my devil.
Vlad, his dad, is a new character.
Holy rabies.
But he's an old vampire. So we used this old coat, we added it to give it a little weight. And that's Vlad and Drac. Why don't you go grab an old coat or a scarf and see if you can make a cape. Next, we're gonna make bat wing sounds. Run around your house, see if you can use your own imagination to come up with something and come right back. Hey, welcome back. Here's what I found. I found a feather duster, I found some gloves, and I found an old jacket. First, the feather duster. Put your hand out, and then take the feather duster and just flap it against your hand. Next, let's try the gloves. So instead of using the gloves as with the fingers, you want to grab the fingers this time and use the ends of the gloves against your hand. It creates more of a leathery sound. You can even try an old coat. So you want to get the arms of the coat, put them together, and then give it a flap. And that's probably better if you're doing the big flocks of bats all together. One of everybody's favorite characters in Hotel Transylvania is Frank. He's got to have a big shoe. So I wear these really oversized men boots. So when we're inside, we walk on a hollow surface to make a big sound. But when we're outside, we put dirt on the hollow surface. So he still sounds big.
Hey, Count, how goes it, Frankenstein?
Put on some shoes and stomp around. See if you can make a big, scary monster sound. Do you want to be a wolf pup? Because I'm going to show you how. You want to take a paper clip and your glove. Put the paper clip right there on the fingertip. Put the tape around. And now you've got a really nice nail sound. The other sound effects we use to bring the pup sound together is their collars. And so for the crowd of pups, we use dog collars, buckles, belts, chains. So Winnie's sound is a little bit different than the rest of the pack because we want her to stand out. And so we've chosen to use this nice little necklace, and it makes a really nice sound.
Dennis, I love you. Thanks. Hi, Winnie.
And that way, she sounds different than the rest of the pack.
Blobby, there's no room. Sorry, man.
Next, we're gonna do the sound of Blobby.
Watch this.
It's really messy, so make sure that you ask your mom and dad if it's okay to do this sound effect. So this is an auto chamois, and probably your dad or mom use it to clean their car. You want to make sure that you get it really saturated with water. And when you do, it makes this very squishy sound. So I've just gotten a giant, big plastic bottle. You can probably find one around your house. You fill it with water, but not all the way. You want to make sure that there's air in the top, and that's what makes the bloop. And then when Blobby's moving, we have always a nice undercurrent of this blooping sound. Now you try it. This is just a big jar of hair gel. It's that kind of gooey stuff you put in your hair. You take a rag or a t-shirt, and then you douse it inside of the hair gel. So anytime Blobby touched something, we use this as his hands because they were nice and sticky. So make sure you put it back in the jar when you're done. Now that you know the ropes, grab a friend or your mom and dad, and let's see what other silly sounds we can make together.
You want to do something cool?
Yeah. Hi, little monsters. My name is Osher, and I'm the voice of Denisovich. I'm a bat. We're here at Sony Pictures Animation today to see my pal Michael Kerensky. He's the production designer on Hotel Transylvania 2. That means he gets to draw all the spooky characters. I wanted to learn how to draw a few of the characters all by myself, and Michael is going to teach me. So grab your paper, pencil, or crayons and learn along with me.
Okay, Osher, let's figure out how to draw Dennis.
Awesome.
The first thing about drawing Dennis is you can just start with a simple shape, like a circle. That's gonna be the base of his head. Right. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do sort of a little half circle on the bottom. And that's gonna become his chin and his jawline. See? Something like that. See this line between the two pieces? You can erase that. You almost instantly start to see the shape of his head. So now what we're gonna do is, somewhere about halfway, we're gonna make an oval. And that's gonna be his ear. Good. And then somewhere around here, we're gonna come down near where the crease is, where these two things meet. We're gonna make two ovals. Those are gonna be his eyes. Great job, Osher. And then right at the base of this eye, a little tiny half circle. That'll be Dennis's nose. And because I always think of Dennis as a happy character, we're gonna give him a smile. Just below the nose, give him a big smile. Yeah, you got it.
Denisovich.
Dad?
Just checking for cavities.
We want to give him pupils so he can see. So I'm going to do it like this. I do a couple half circles, and then I do another one on the inside. And then just start adding some details. Dennis has great little eyelashes. I give him some freckles on his cheeks. Okay, and then I give him little eyebrows, like he's looking up. Maybe a little detail inside his ear. Do we need anything else? We're finished, right?
Mm-mm.
What are we missing?
The hair.
Right. So let me show you something cool about Dennis. We tried to make Dennis a combination of both his mom and his dad. Look what happens if I do this. Who does he look like?
His mom.
He looks like Mavis. There's a lot of Mavis in the shape of his face and his eyes. So if he had his mom's hair on there, he could almost be Mavis. But we know that his hair is pretty special. So now we get to have fun. just start doing some big squiggles on the top.
Wow, that's really cool.
And we have Dennis.
It looks just like Dennis from the movie.
That's you. Dennis draws Dennis.
How do you click in the stupid car seat?
Why don't we learn to draw Papa Drac? I had to really work on this and learn how to draw Drac too. Dracula's head is shaped kind of like a coffin. You know the bed that vampires sleep in? It's kind of like a soft, ovally coffin shape. Exactly. And the next shape, it's sort of a big defining feature of Drac, is his nose. Drac's nose is like a triangle, something like that. Great. And then, of course, on either side of that, at the top, we're gonna draw a couple of eyes, a couple of ovals. And let's have him looking at us. So let's put those pupils like he's looking right at us. Yeah, I know he's a vampire, but I always like to think that Drac is a happy guy. And I like to give him a big smile too. And then at the top, up here, gotta make sure he's got his hair, right? So kind of bring a little swoop like that, and then it comes down. We can color that in a little bit. So now, right at that point here, Drac's got kind of a pointy ear. It's almost like a triangle, but it's like got a round at the bottom. So a rounded at the bottom, pointy at the top. That's great.
Kind of like an elf.
Yeah, it's like an elf ear. And then from here, bring down his he's got a long neck. The thing that really makes Drac to me is his cowl behind his back, behind his neck there. And it's just two triangles, really. And some lines for his body. Right there, yeah, good. Okay, so that's how you draw Drac.
That's a great drawing.
Nice job. This one's really good. Why don't you grab a friend, grab a pencil and some paper, and come up with a bunch of silly, scary monsters of your own.
Welcome, welcome.
Hey, little monsters. Do you want to learn how to throw the ultimate monster party? With Frankenstein Punch, mini cakey cakes, and a bat garland. Well, follow along. We're going to show you how to throw a fantastic Hotel Transylvania 2 themed party. Let's get cracking, monsters. Step one of any party is to set up some spooktacular decorations that will make your party look like a scream. First up, a whole string of bats. We're making a bat garland. For this, we're going to need construction paper, scissors, some googly eyes, glue, yarn or string, and crayons. Go ahead, ask an adult now if they can help you find these things around the house. Start by taking a piece of construction paper and drawing a bat with a crayon. You can use a white crayon for this so you can better see the outline. Next, pick up your scissors and cut out the bat. Now that you've got one bat, keep cutting until you've got a whole family of bats. Watch as the whole colony grows. Once you've cut your bat, you'll want to grab 2 googly eyes and your glue. Take the glue and squeeze out a small dot on the back of each googly eye. Then, place the googly eyes on the face of the bat and press down to make sure it sticks. Nice job, little monsters!
Cool!
Yes, cool, like I said.
Next up, you'll want to cut a small circle or hole punch into each wing. We recommend a hole punch if you have one. Looking good! Now, take the yarn and cut a long strip. The length will depend on how many bats you want to hang and how much space you have. Now, take the cut yarn and weave it through the hole you made in the wing. Starting in the front, then pulling the yarn behind the bat and out through the other wing. Add a few more bats to your string and you've got yourself a bat garland. Great job, everybody! You can make all sorts of bats this way. purple, red, orange? Just choose a color and watch as the family grows. This is gonna be some party.
Amazing party!
Next for our party, we're going to make a delicious Frankenstein punch.
Keep Vlad away from the humans and Mavis.
Come on.
To start, we'll need 2 cups of sugar, 2 quarts of ginger ale, 2 packets of lime drink mix, 1 can of pineapple juice, 1 ladle or spoon, and 1 large bowl or pitcher. Let's dive into this spooky concoction. Go ahead and grab these items. We'll wait right here for you to get back. Take the ginger ale and pour it into a large pitcher or bowl. Then add the pineapple juice. Next, we'll add that extra sugar. After all, Frank has a sweet tooth.
But it's okay, Drac. It's because they love us.
Yeah!
Last but not least, the lime drink mix. Watch as it changes color to a super scary green. Pretty spooky, huh? I think Frank is going to love it.
Actually, I'm technically Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein, he's the doctor.
Hey, kids, it's me, KK!
What's a party without cake? We're going to channel our inner cakey monsters just like Denisovich.
Who's the coolest monster?
Cakey!
Here's what you're going to need for our delicious mini cakey cakes. 1 cupcake. Grab your favorite flavor. 1 can of white frosting, 1 drop of blue food coloring, and funfetti sprinkles of all colors. See if an adult will help you gather these ingredients. We'll wait to get the party started until you get back. Ask your adult pal to cut the top off the cupcake so it looks like a round mini cake. Take the blue icing and have a pal scoop it into a small plastic bag. Then cut a teeny tiny little hole in the corner so you have what is called a piping bag. Make sure to ask for help with those scissors. With the rest of the white frosting, take a spatula and smooth it onto the cupcake, frosting it just like this. Then grab the piping bag with the blue frosting and pipe along the top and bottom of your little mini cakey cake. Finally, sprinkle your funfetti all over the cake. Don't forget to add a sprinkle of fun while you're at it. After all, it's your party. You did it! These look just like the cakey cakes from the movie, only mini.
Who here loves cake?
Awesome job, little monsters.
Hey, isn't it still somebody's birthday?
Now that you have your decorations, punch, and cake, it's time to grab all your friends and have a spooky, silly, wacky Hotel Transylvania 2 themed party. Hooray!
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I Mommy, I'm too old for lullabies.
What? That's not how that one goes.
This is the way most people sing it.
Most people? What's wrong with suffer, suffer, scream in pain, blood is spilling from your brain?
Hey, little monsters, it's me, Denisovich. My Papa Drac taught me these spooky, silly songs. Would you like to learn how to sing them? Let's get started. Let's sing Hush Little Monster. Go grab a friend and sing this spooky song with me. Hush little monster, don't make a sound. Drac is gonna buy you a scary hound. And if that scary hound won't howl, Drac is gonna buy you an eerie owl. And if that eerie owl won't hoo, Drac is gonna buy you a ghost to booze. And if that ghost to booze won't haunt, Drac is gonna buy you whatever you want. Yeah! Let's sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Bat. This song is about a little bat just like me. Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, bats teach you how real monsters act. Papa Drac will start begin. Next comes Griffin, Flame, and Wing. Drac is first to raise you right, teach you how a band takes flight. Toss you from a cliff so high, laugh real hard, you might not die. orphans. Next, he's hard to see. Keeping quiet is the key. Find the perfect hiding spot. Jump out, scare your friends a lot. Frank is huge and monster strong. Lifting Dennis all day long. Flex those muscles till you're tired. Just steer clear of any fire. Green is glass and hairy too. Full moons make him howl. Ow! Here's your chance to crawl around. Just like a werewolf on the ground. Now you know the secret is being the very best monster there is. Drac in the game would be so proud to go have fun in Monster Round. You did it! Great job, little monsters. I'm a vampire and a superhero. Let's sing my vampire's favorite song. Laddie had a little drac. Laddie had a little drac, little drac, little drac. Laddie had a little drac, his cape was black as night. Mavis had a little boy, little boy, little boy. Mavis had a little boy, he wasn't quite a vamp. Dennis had some little wings, little wings, little wings. Dennis had some little wings, they flew him far and wide. We can all be monsters too, monsters too, monsters too. We can all be monsters too, we'll go to monster camp. Great job!
Tired of the same old vacation spots? Want to try someplace new and different?
Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness.
Then let's head on over to Hotel Transylvania. No, it's fine now. Monsters and humans get along swimmingly. Look, Bigfoot is a star in the German Soccer League.
Vorwärtslaufschnellsupport! In den Schuss! Bigfoot blockiert! Noch einmal! Bigfoot!
And the Invisible Man has his own workout video.
And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Do you feel it right here? Good. Come on, Sheila. And 8, and 7.
When you arrive at Hotel Transylvania, you'll be greeted by our first-class staff. Inside, you'll enjoy luxury accommodations, as well as entertainment.
Tell me, sir, what was your card?
The 3 of spades.
Is this your card, my friend?
Whoa.
We even provide tennis lessons.
Okay, so what you want to do is lift the racket right on impact so you get that nice top spin. Try and hit one.
And 5-star cuisine. So come and stay for some monstrous fun at Hotel Transylvania. Except for this weekend, there's a special event.
You cannot imagine the pain I will cause you. You will regret that you ever set foot in my castle. Save me, O king! That lunatic stole me and took me to Hawaii! Fear not, my little princess. That red-headed gorilla will pay for taking you away from me. Oh, please, king, save me! Save me! Ooh.
Drac, what are you doing?
Oh, what? I was just freshening up in here for when Mavie comes home.
Drac, your daughter's having a great time in Hawaii. You have 3 zombies with her as chaperones. She's fine.
She wanted to see the world. She's seen it. Hi, world. Nice to see you. Now come home already.
Drac, maybe you should get out and see the world a little. The humans love us out there. I mean, Griffin's a sensation.
I don't need to be a celebrity like the Invisible Man with his workout video.
And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Do you feel it right here? Good. Come on, Sheila. And 8, and 7.
And I'm not looking to dominate the Italian soccer league like Bigfoot. No, my place is right here at the hotel, waiting for Maeve. Right here.
Fine, Drac. If you're not going to see the world, we'll bring the world back to you.
Surprise!
Holy rabies!
Surprise!
Baby Wavy, you're home!
I missed you, Dad.
Hey, Drac, love you. So, Drac, I have something I wanted to ask.
Yes, great, Johnny. Tell me about your trip, Maeve.
Dad, it was the greatest time of my life. We started in Wacky Wacky.
Waikiki.
You know what? It's okay. Just tell me you're staying and we'll never, ever leave again.
Ever?
That's good enough for me. Hooray! She's staying!
So, Drac, speaking of that, I wanted to ask
if you can marry Maeve and have a room here at the hotel where you both could live and grow old together.
How did you know that?
I read minds, Einstein, and of course you want to marry my Maeve. She's the Bats Meow, baby. She's home! She's home! She's home! Sorry, can't handle your breath.
I get it.
She's home! She's home!
What'd I tell you guys? Fire bad.
Well, well. Looks like we got some fresh toilet paper.
Drac, how about getting us out of here before this guy does something inappropriate?
You know we have to obey human laws now.
Are we bad guys, Papa Drac?
No, Denisovich. You could never be a bad guy. You're the nicest boy in the world. We're just playing pretend here, and you're...
Batman!
Ah, yes, the Batman. And I'm the bad guy, and you are locking me in jail.
Okay, boys, Batman's the strongest and toughest guy in the world.
Ah, yes, he's the man.
Get in the jail, bad guy. Okay, boys, I'm Batman, and you'll never escape.
Oh, no, don't hurt me, Batman.
You better be good, or Murray's gonna sit on you.
Oh, no, not the Mega Tushy. Ah!
What's this now?
What? It's Mavis.
Hang up. You must have butt dialed her.
Why would my butt do that to me?
Murray's Tushy did it.
She's gonna call back.
Okay, don't worry. There's an app that can help us here.
Who's an app?
I just need a picture of the hotel. Ah, got it. Look at that.
That's insane, man. It's like voodoo stuff.
What are you playing with?
This is the best, Denisovich. Now we're going to play where we pretend we're at home. We're gonna play with Mommy. She loves this game, okay?
Yay, more pretend.
Yes, hello?
Hi, Mommy.
Hi, Dennis.
my little everything. I love you. Are you having fun?
Yes, fun at home.
Yes, we're watching Kiki the Cake Monster on the TV.
Hey, keep it down. I'm trying to sleep here.
That's the TV show.
That doesn't sound like Keiki.
That's Keki's a friend, Mr. Loud Talky Sleepy. Where's the volume button?
No.
What's going on?
Nothing. We're home.
You are not home.
Roller coaster.
Where are you?
I want to play.
What are you doing?
We're roller coastering.
Look, jail.
Oh, look at that. He's pretending he's in jail. He wiped with me.
I'm coming home right now, and you better be there, or I swear, Dad, you're gonna be very sorry.
What's going on?
I think Dad and Dennis are in jail.
What?
We need to get home right away.
Okay, I'll go wake up my backpack.
Now we got something. They can't mess with the old cemetery. You like the cemetery, Denisovich?
This is where all the bad guys go after Batman gets them.
Yes, with the Batman. But you want to see a real superhero? The mummy can crash through walls and turn into a swarm of beetles and put a curse on anyone.
That sounds mean.
It's fun mean. Okay, so right now, Murray's going to conjure up some dead people and make them alive again.
Oh no, but there's people biking.
Not my problem. Do it. Say your little spell.
I only use that spell to get hot-looking dead chicks. I don't even know who's in this place.
I got a week here, man. Can't one of you help me out?
Okay.
Morupchun happotateri, ho sahalan purapaisu, omen hatreisan ho milho grutun roha, ikapong para songalama, wiko modra!
Hello? Can I help you? Is it you, Bernie? Did you finally come to see me?
Excuse me?
Oh, I thought it might be my son Bernie. He hasn't visited me in 15 years. But then again, he never visited me at home once he got married. Never, ever.
Look, Denisovich, look at these scary ghosts the Murray set upon the world.
They're nice.
Who is this sweet boy? And why is he up so late? Shouldn't you be sleeping, Bubala?
I'm a superhero.
Enjoy it. Someday you'll be dead. Oy vey's Mia. Who is this big fella?
Hi, I'm Frankenstein.
We knew a Frankenstein. What temple?
All right, I don't got time for this. Just go back to sleep.
I was resting in peace, but he woke me up for some reason. And once I'm up, forget it.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's fine. It's nice to have some company. Who's up for a game of gin rummy? I was buried with a deck of cards, a penny a point.
Cards! Okay, yeah, you going down.
My game. Used to play it with Navistar.
Huh? Wait and see, fellas. This kid'll be guzzling goat blood in no time. You see, Denisovich, I'm taking you to a special place. A place where I learned to catch mice. And shapeshift. And use my incredible power.
You have arrived at your destination. Yes! Yes!
Here we are. It's the vampire summer camp I went to as a kid.
What's it, Camp Vamp?
No. Who names their camp Camp Vamp? It's Camp Winnie Pakaka. Oh, give me a break already.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty sure it's straight ahead. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Who goes there?
It's Count Dracula.
Oh, well, it's about time.
Just tell him I'm here, sweetheart.
Holy rabies. Look what the Batrag did.
Yes. Hi, Dad.
Fellas, you won't believe it. It's the world-famous Count Dracula, just as handsome as the day he deserted me. Still slouching, though.
I'm not slouching.
Well, this is certainly unexpected. It's only been, what, 600 years or so? What have you been doing all this time? Hanging out with this thing?
Nice to meet you.
This is a monster, Frankenstein.
Made out of humans!
I'm not paying for that floor. Come on, I was just about to have some lunch. Join me. Have some. I got sauerkraut.
I'm fine.
Too good for a rat dog? So, what do you need from me?
It's my grandson, Denisovich.
Oh, you have a grandson. So your daughter got married. Never got an invitation.
Well, you know, Mavis wanted a small wedding, and I can't stand being around you.
That's how you talk to your father. You bite necks with that mouth?
Speaking of biting, Denisovich, he hasn't got his fangs yet.
No fangs? I'm gonna be sick!
So he's a late fanger, Bela. It happens. So, why are you worried? He's a full vampire, isn't he?
What? Oh, yes, of course.
So, he's got till he's 5, which is...
2 days. Give or take an hour.
2 days?
Bela, shut your blood hole.
Look, we're in a time crunch. I need to help this along, even if it means your way.
You mean scaring the fangs out of him? Okay, what's the big deal? That's what we did for you.
All right, Dad.
Wait, Drac was a late fanger?
The latest. What? He's pretending he was always Mr. Tough Guy? The boy was in love with a baby raccoon. I had to terrify the sweetness out of him. Sort of like a wussy exorcism. Let's just say I took away his security blanket. Lulu still resents me for it. So now we'll do it for the kid. Of course, I'll need his whole family present. You, Mavis, the kid's father.
The father?
What's the father's bloodline, by the way?
Oh, he's pure vampire. He's a direct descendant of the Jonafangs of Bucharest.
The Jonafangs?
Yeah, so how about on the kid's birthday?
Fine, fine. Give me the address.
Okay, it's going to be at my hotel.
You run a hotel? From Prince of Darkness to King of Room Service?
Yeah, it's for monsters only.
Well, of course for monsters. What else would it be for? Humans?
Humans. Yeah, that's a good one.